So what I'm going to share with you guys today is the reason or why is behind what got me started. Why am I even here? Why do I even do what I do? Why do I coach people? Why am I a PT? Or what is the fundamental or main reason as to why I train? What got me into this stuff in the first place? Well, let me cast you back. I'll cast you back to a young baby Jordan. I had a normal childhood like many other folk, but the first time that I kind of got associated or started thinking about training was my obsession when I was younger with wrestling. I was obsessed with, at the time, I don't even think it changed to WWE. I think it still used to be called WWF. I don't even know when it changed. WWF, WWE, that was my life and my whole, everything. I was just consumed by it. You know, I'm talking the OGs, The Rock, Rey Mysterio, Stone Cold, Mankind, Kane, the OGs.
Shut up, bitch! Oh my God!
These are the guys that I looked up to, and I remember watching it being like, fucking hell, I want to look like those guys. And being a very small, skinny kid, I was smaller than everyone else, I was skinnier than everyone else. I wasn't able to do a push-up, a pull-up, nothing. I just wanted to be like these guys. And then, so I remember I would watch wrestling, and in between, when the adverts would come on, I'd do push-ups in my room. I remember my mum used to have these wee tiny weights that I would use sometimes, and then I would like do bicep curls, or I think they were bicep curls, I didn't even know what I was doing at the time. Push-ups, bicep curls, sit-ups, just doing it in my room all the time. And I just got obsessed with doing that. And I must have been 8, 9, 10 years old. And then I remember the first one of the first albums I ever got was 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying album. The red one with the red background. That was one of the first albums I ever got. And I remember looking at the background or the cover of that album, 50 Cent's got his top off, and there's like a kind of gunshot wound bullet thing, and he's sitting there and he's shredded and his jaw's looking all fucking strong. And I'm sitting there going, I want to look like that. Then The Massacre came out, where he was jacked, like, man put on like 40 pounds of muscle, and I'm like, nah, fuck that one, I want to look like that guy instead. And then it just like, the obsession with guys, the obsession with just wanting to be something I wasn't, was what really got me into this sort of thing. You know, you always want the things that you can't have, or you want the things that you can't have the most. And the thing that I didn't have was a strong physique, strength, all the rest of it. So as I did, like, growing up, I did martial arts and all that sorts of thing, and the kind of first team sport I got into, maybe in first year at school, was rugby. And I was the smallest guy ever to probably play rugby, ever. I don't know what drew me to rugby, and I think it's probably, again, watching all these huge guys, thinking that I'm not that big. I think maybe if I play that sport I'll then end up like that. That it just drew me towards it. And when I first started, I was shit. I was last picked, I was the slowest, I was the weakest, I was absolutely everything that a rugby player should not be, and that was me. And I was always picked last in a lot of these sports, and it's not that I was picked last out of, I don't know, people liked me. I guess I was a likeable person in school. I was just fucking shit at rugby, to be honest. And that carried out for quite a long period of time, until I really started getting serious about my training, and I thought, right, I'll need to do what some of these guys aren't doing. And I really started getting invested in like strength. How do you get stronger? How do you get bigger? How do you get faster? And then over the years, as I started to do that, and as I started to kind of slowly but surely overtake some of my peers, some of the people I used to look up to, I feel like I did anyway, I kind of thought, this shit's working. Now we fast forward 10 to 15 years later, there's people that I would once look up to now approach me for help within their training, and the whole thing's just went complete 180 on itself, from being the guy that was last picked to now being the guy that some people come to for help. It seems like it shouldn't have been that way. And I guess kind of bringing it all back to why I got started in the first place is that I had an innate desire, or a deep-rooted desire within me, to just be better than what I already was. And I think this has echoed throughout my whole entire life, that whatever I've managed to achieve, I then want to do better, I then want to do better, I then want to do better. And I'm certainly grateful, and I have a lot of gratitude as to being in the position I'm in just now. So for example, right now it's in the middle of the afternoon, I'm able to sit in a gym that's completely empty, I've got access to absolutely anything I want, and I'm able to record these things and get to call it a job. I'm extremely grateful for that, but I'm also not satisfied. I'm not satisfied with where I'm at. I know I'm capable of more, and I know there's another version of Jordan who's exactly like me, with the exact same circumstances, the exact same psychology, and the exact same genetics. Someone else out me who's doing better. And that's the kind of person I chase, and that's the person that I want to try and become. I want to try and beat that person. People think it's unhealthy. People think it's, oh, you should be happy with who you are, you should be whatever, yada yada yada. And I get it. Look, listen, I get that. That's just not who I am. So the whole journey for me within training and within lifting and now within the kind of CrossFit thing that I'm doing is that I've always just wanted, I always just demand more from myself. And I think it's something that you guys should be doing as well. If you're not looking at your life right now thinking, right, what could I be doing better? You're doing it wrong. If you're not moving forwards in some area of your life, you might as well be moving backwards. Because there's another version of you out there who's doing much better than you. And for me, that angers me, that agitates me, that gets under my skin, knowing that there's some other fucking idiot out there, no cleverer than I am, is cleverer a word? Who's out there with a better car, a bigger house, bigger muscles, stronger lifts, faster running paces. He's out there, but he's no different to me. And that's the person that I'm striving to try and beat. So the reason why I got started is because I demand more from myself. And I think there's a lot of people out there that sometimes hop in a program, hop out, hop in, hop out. They'll go to the gym, they'll come out, they'll go to the gym, they'll come out. It's because they don't have a strong enough or a big enough reason as to why they need to do it. And my why for me is that strong, and it's that ingrained in my brain that I don't even need to think about it, and it's the thing that keeps me going and keeps me going and keeps me going. And one of the biggest mistakes that people can make is that they try and compare themselves to anyone else out there other than themselves. It's just a recipe for disaster because it will never work. So my journey started off with me constantly comparing me to other people who have different circumstances, different genetics, different lives growing up. As good as it was to begin with, it's something I've now quickly changed course in, and being the only person that you compare yourself as to is the person that you are just now. So I hope that helped some of you. I hope that gave you a little bit of context as to the reason as to why I started and the reason as to why I train. For some people watching this, they might find that they don't have a strong enough why, and you maybe have to sit and have a think about it, because more often than not, people don't do things because there isn't enough pain associated with it. So if you're struggling with training, you're struggling with the gym, you're struggling with direction, and you're somewhere right now that you're not happy with, you know there's another version of you out there that's doing better but just needs direction, I have free links and free resources. If you click that link in the description, you'll be able to sign up to my email list and you'll get sent some things that will hopefully help you and guide you. Anyone can feel free to reach out to me directly as well on Instagram or this, whatever. But thanks guys for tuning in. Thanks guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, tap the wee notification bell, ding, and share this with a friend. It would mean the world to me. Peace.